Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how I quickly put together this jumbo Hello Kitty pizza made on a big Hello Kitty cookie sheet, but I have been using it to make pizzas, so stay tuned and I will show you how. Alright guys, so here are the things you're going to need. I have here some fully cooked turkey sausage and I just heated that up on top of the stove. I have some pepperoni, some shredded mozzarella cheese, some pizza sauce, some veggies, some olives, and I'm going to be using Pillsbury pizza crust. This is the thin crust, and I suggest using the thin crust for this particular pan. This is the 11 ounce. You will need a knife because I am going to trim some of the excess that will be left on here. I don't want a super thick edge on the pizza. And of course your Hello Kitty large jumbo size cookie sheet that I will be using for making this pizza. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to preheat my oven at 400, and I got that going. So I popped out the dough out of the can, and I'm going to do it the long way here, and I'm going to just roll it over my cookie sheet, and I'm going to have to turn it around because I want the long way to cover the length of this pan. So I'm going to try to roll it without tearing it so much. Okay, so now I have it at the lengthways to the side, but I have to switch it around to the lengthways of the cookie sheet. So it'll actually fit perfectly except for the pieces that I have to trim off. Okay, so as you see here, I have filled up the edges here, but I'm even going to trim all these excess thick parts here. And I am going to fill some of these pieces that are either really thin or have little rips on there. Here's one here. I'm just going to cover that, and you just grab little pieces like this, and I'm going to put some here since that is very, very thin. And I'm going to trim all around. And I'm probably going to put that to the side. I'm not going to stick that in there unless I think some of the pieces here need some extra dough there to fill it up. And here's one that's a little ripped. So I'm going to do that around the whole cookie sheet. Okay, so I'm going to put about 3 to 4 tablespoons of sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and spread that out so I don't want it too soggy. Okay, so go ahead and just spread it all around like that. Don't put too much or else it's going to be really soggy. And now we're going to add the cheese and all the toppings. Okay, so add the cheese. And then you can add whatever toppings you want. If you want pepperoni, you can leave it all cheese if you like. I'm going to use a lot of the veggies and of course the little turkey sausage. Okay, so now I'm adding the veggies, and now I'm going to do the beef, a little actually little turkey sausages, and then do the pepperoni. I'm trying to do this quick so I don't have to make this video so long and I don't have to edit so much, so I know it's going to go a little bit quick. So then you put your pepperoni, however much you like. And then I'm going to do a little bit of olives on top of that. And I'll just sprinkle a little bit more cheese on top. Now I'm going to put the olives on here. So I sprinkle just a tiny bit of cheese over that, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the oven for 15 minutes, even though the directions on the pizza crust says 10 minutes, but I'm going to put it in there for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. I'm going to just keep an eye on it. It's going to go into the middle rack of the oven. And then the last minute, I'm going to bring it down to the very floor of the oven, not at the broiler, not the very bottom one, but inside the oven, but it's not going to be on the rack. It's going to be completely on the floor of the oven, and that will heat up the bottom and crust up the dough, because this is not a pizza pan, so it needs to be crunchy from the bottom, so the very hot floor of that oven will heat up the bottom and crust it up a little bit. So alright, let's put this in. Alright guys, so I've hit the 14th minute, and now I'm going to bring it down to the bottom of the oven so I can crust the bottom. Okay, so it's off the rack and it's at the very bottom, so I'm going to leave it there for about a minute. Alright guys, so there is my version of the Hello Kitty pizza with all the toppings. So this would be like a supreme. I wouldn't say meat lovers because meat lovers I think is just meat, and I don't think it has any vegetables in it, but I would call this a supreme. So like I said, 15 minutes and you have a soft crust but still a little bit crunchy, not soggy. You hear that crisp there? And all the veggies and everything is nicely cooked. Alright guys, that is all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to try to make another one of these pizzas, and I'll upload that once I'm done. I'm going to do it a little bit different. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like up the video if you enjoyed it. Alright guys, have a good one.